You killed Mrs. Claxton 2 days ago. I mean, she died 2 days ago. Well, Rose knows she didn't do anything. She's just upset. Rose, go to her funeral, have a good cry. You'll feel a lot better.
There isn't going to be a funeral. Mrs. Claxton didn't have any friends or relatives.
I don't know where you doctors lose your humanity, but you lose it. You know, if all of you at the beginning of your careers could get very sick and very scared for a while, you'd probably learn more from that than anything else. You'd better start listening to your patients. They need to be heard. They need...
Buddy, would you like to stay for dinner? I'm making sweet and sour smelt kebabs.
Smelt kebabs? Oh, darn. I had them for lunch.
Me too.
They serve them on the plane. And I'm awfully tired after the...
Really sorry for this mix-up. Goodbye. Oh, my God, I don't believe this. I'm going to call the cops if you don't get out of here right away, you pervert.
Hi, Father Rossi. Here's the canned goods for the needy.
Oh, no.
Criticize him.
Watch me.
Oh, Dorothy, don't ever antagonize a man who could answer the question, you in what army? What's your gripe with the president, anyway?
He calls himself the education president, but our education system has some serious problems. I see the illiteracy. I see dropouts.
Wow. Jean, could you tell me what the future holds?
Sure. In January, Brooke Shields and Lady Di will star together in a Broadway musical comedy. Senator Edward Kennedy will once again run for the...
No, I mean what the future holds for me and Jonathan.
Rose? I'm not getting...
Can lose their looks.
Not in Sicily. In Sicily, if you're born beautiful, you stay beautiful. The whole town sees to it. They check up on you, they encourage you, they never let you slip. That's why we were so happy when Dorothy was born.
Oh, Ma.
Who needed all those people bothering us all the time?
Strongly recommend.
Yes. I owe you a beer.
I'm gonna go make a few phone calls. I'd like to see some friends before we go back tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Back to school.
Flying?
Yeah.
You'd be safer hitching.
Oliver, don't start.
Hey, I'm a test pilot. Who knows better than I what goes on up there?
Oliver, I don't...
And Teresa didn't have a heart.
Uncle Nunzio?
Uncle Nunzio died to get away from Aunt Teresa.
My mother died of old age, and my father fell off a donkey, so we got healthy hearts in our family.
Very, very healthy.
That's good. That's a good thing.
There shouldn't be heart.
Oh, and you certainly do have a pretty place here.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't love it?
Well, bye-bye, Rose.
Bye.
Hello.
Front door.
Hello, front door. Did two...
And you are like those people you see stopping strangers for spare change. Oh, well, that explains it all. Now I feel much better. So you're really a student working on your doctorate.
I'm really an alcoholic who needs a place to sleep.
What?
It's true. I've already got my doctorate.
Water Lily, you've never done anything like this in your life. Now, this is important. For the love of Mother Earth and the love of Mother Nature, commit yourself to this, Blanche Devereaux. Isn't that exciting?
Caught a rerun of Flipper on cable, did you?
A particularly touching one.
Much. I've never seen so much of everything in my whole life. I went to Bloomingdale's, the store. I swear St. Olive could fit into it. I went to the top of the Empire State Building. You know what I don't understand? How come the fall didn't...
3 wise men in the nativity scene at Burdine's were wearing Ralph Lauren ski parkas.
Catch me, catch me, catch me!
Let me take a wild guess. You didn't expect us home this early.
Dorothy Rose, I'd like you to meet...
The amateur consultant had a few recommendations on how to improve my show.
They were only suggestions. Some ideas I had that I thought would help the show.
Oh, like changing the theme song?
Well, I mean, frankly, the lyrics are a bit inane.
I wrote those lyrics.
How did
Dorothy get you?
That one, no doubt about it. That gentleman just peed in the ocean.
How many is that today? 3, 4?
I'm not sure. I lost track.
Whatever. My point is, there's only...
Now that I see the two of you so much in love, I realize I was just being selfish. Ma, I want you to be happy. And I know Pop would too.
How is it possible to get pregnant in Sicily just by crossing the street?
Cheap Chianti and narrow streets.
I know how you feel about animals, and since we're breeding mink for fur, eventually they're going to have to be killed, and I just didn't think you'd go for it.
Do they have to be killed?
No, Rose, many women like wearing coats that urinate.
I understand. I grew up in States.
Then he should know better.
And this is...
Blanche Devereaux, it's a real pleasure, Mr. President. My, you do have a lot of Secret Service men, don't you?
Hi, Blanche.
Hi, fellas.
Thank you, Mrs. Devereaux. And, Mr. President, this is Dorothy Zbornak.
It's about a patient, Sophia Petrillo. She's in intensive care.
The cafeteria's closed.
Get a doctor in here.
Someone will be with you in just a moment.
You really care about Ma, don't you, son?
Hey, someone put you down for 40 years. I guess you have...
Rose, I don't think you are up to this.
Now, where were we?
Name.
Rosen Island. Oh, no, I'm fine. Oh, here, Sophia, just sign this. I'll fill it in later. It's a standard consent form, releasing the hospital.
Well, it's not easy, you know. I have my job, and I have responsibilities. I've never been invited.
Well, I'm inviting you. I have a huge house with servants and an ocean view. And Bert Convy shops in my grocery store.
Bert Convy.
Who is it?
Dorothy.
Dorothy. Stay under the covers. I'll get rid of her. Dorothy, it's...
Rich, eligible men. I put an ad in the paper saying I have a Mercedes for sale for a very low price.
Blanche, you don't have a Mercedes.
But I'm renting one and pretending it's for sale. All day tomorrow, men are going to be showing up here for a test drive. From now on, when my name appears in print, it better read Blanche Devereaux, 39.
Well, she has a lot of nerve showing up here tonight.
Let's try to be polite, Rose.
Hi, Blanche.
You mean and lose all our money?
Yes.
That's the most touching thing I've ever heard. I don't know what to say.
I do. Fat chance, Grandpa.
I mean it. You're really hurting me.
And we probably should have told her about the letters.
I think you're right.
Come on, let's see if we can find them.
But being vice principal of a junior high school isn't as glamorous as it used to be. Oh, sure, I still get to store all the chocolate clusters in my garage from the new band uniform drive. And, of course, I am the advisor.
Don't trouble yourselves. I'll get it.
How did you know your mother was cheating, Dorothy?
Because Mr. Feinbaum never walks around totally naked. He always wears a Boy Scout neckerchief. But never in the same place twice. Just have to do until Disney unveils their Dumbo line. I'd better grab something to eat before Eddie gets here.
Wait a minute. Why don't you just go out to eat?
There never seems to be enough time.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, fabulous. Roy and Dale are back.
So, where are you two off to tonight?
Oh, that's a surprise. Wait a minute. Isn't that my silver locket in there?
Nice getting to know you, Goma. See you around.
What's all this about a surprise?
Oh, I'm gonna miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too, Mom.
Are you sure you won't let me drive you to the airport?
No, I'll be fine.
Dorothy, Sophia, thank you for having me.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson.
Possibly do.
Dorothy's right. The sun's rays can be dangerous. Now there's a hole in the ozone layer.
If you all are out here to try to get me to patch things up with Rebecca, you can forget it.
Blanche, there comes a time when you have to let your daughter make her own decisions. I remember, Dorothy, when you were deciding
Each other.
Rose, we both answered an ad to share Blanche's house that we found in the supermarket. It was not the resurrection. It is hardly a miracle.
To me, it was a miracle because we're happy. It's not fair, you know. I mean, we get married, we have kids. Need one of those places? I can't go to one of those places. I'd be too ashamed. I'd be too embarrassed.
What is there to be ashamed of? You have a medical problem. Was Betty Ford embarrassed? Was Liza Minnelli embarrassed?
She should have been. Did you see Arthur, too?
Rose? I know, because I've met him. You just think your lucky stars Rose Nyland is not one of those women?
I never looked at it that way.
Besides, after you get to know Rose, why, you'll... Oh, why spoil the surprise?
Nothing at all. Back in St. Olaf, our justice system is very progressive. Their motto was, use a gun, go apologize.
I'll get it.
I'll get it.
Honey, you're getting sicker and sicker.
Just like my heroin, sicker and sicker. Though, of course, my heroin doesn't look like you. This is a romantic novel, not science fiction.
Remind me when I feel better to kick the crap out of her.
Country's all about the daughter of immigrants who became the first member of her family to go to college. You made something of yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Until you got knocked up in a back seat by a nobody. People didn't want you at their birthday parties, and they don't want you in their living rooms.
I thought this was
Changed my mind. I decided too many people would recognize it. It is such a stunning shade of green.
The only thing they'll remember is the way you fall out of it.
Oh, Sophia!
If you ask people the color, half of them would say flesh tone.
Blanche, forgive her. Ma's a little irritable today. She doesn't have a date for the banquet.
I'm just being picky. The banquet dinner's a big deal. I don't want to go with just anyone.
The brilliant one. She sat in my daddy's lap for 16 years. Oh, and she was hateful. You know what she used to do? She used to bite herself on the arm and then run crying to Daddy that I had done it and he'd punish me. Oh, she got me in trouble all the time. Daddy used to call me the bad seed. Once she even electrocuted. Fatigue.
And then what did he say?
He wants to match the heartbeats that this records to my activities. So for the next 24 hours, I have to write down everything I do.
And you're not embarrassed to have him read that smut?
I'm proud of you, Blanche. Boy, if this were me, I would be really scared.
When I'm scared,
Rose, it's late. What are you doing up?
I'm just cleaning up some things on your mother's will.
Oh, you mean the legal language?
No, I spilled some sauce.
She doesn't ask any questions.
Blanche, I think I've heard just about enough. I don't want to hear another word about
All right, have it your way.
We have to get to the photographer now.
And so, are there any questions?
Yeah. What does Joe have to say about all this?
I figured since it was my birthday, you wouldn't be upset when you hear what I've got to tell you. I've decided to sell the house and leave St. Olaf, Charlie. The winters are rough here in Minnesota. And now, you've heard me speak about Sylvia Butel down at the Grief Center. This is her chicken.
Sylvia Butel? Isn't she the woman who thought Milton Berle was sending her secret messages through her dentures?
Yes, but with extensive counseling and some new bridge work, she's totally back to normal.
Rose, the woman keeps a chick.
Panic. Look, you just need a break. Why don't we just wash our hands and have a nice cup of tea? Rose, turn it off. I can't make it stop.
Very nice job, ladies.
Who let you in here?
I did. Lucky I...
Much more attractive than most of the women I come in contact with.
Aren't most of the women you come in contact with dead?
What I was talking about is us. Would you consider going out with me?
What about Black? Well, I finally got Miles to forgive me. He must have made me promise 1,000,000 times that I would never, ever doubt him again.
Rose, I have the detective's report here, and I think we ought to read it.
Okay.
Rose!
Dorothy, I want to hear that report because I do trust Miles. And it'll prove that both of you should, too. Sometimes I hate my job or like to eat my lunch in the park. It was so nice. It was so important to me that someone simply cared about me as much as the person who wrote those letters. It meant so much to have somebody like that in my life.
You do, Rose. Honey, you...
Oh. Oh, my. Time to look for the jacket.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, let's split up.
Can we get you anything?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
I think you got yourself one hell of a lawsuit there, Blanche.
This a last minute.
Hell, if we do have to go to a nursing home, let's all go together.
But what happens when there's only one of us left?
Don't worry, I can take care of myself.
I want you both to get an idea of what it's like for all the people that you collect rent from. So I'm going to sentence both of you to live in apartment 3C in this building until such time as it is brought up to code.
Wait a minute. You want me to live with him in the same apartment?
That's right.
Wonderful. I just had the best night's sleep.
Blanche, it's 4 a.m.
What? Oh, for heaven's sake, I don't believe it. Do you know what happens if I don't spend 8 hours in bed?
Iranian guys write their cousins back home and tell them not to come?
No, I simply cannot function the next...
That was very moving. I'm almost tempted to stay.
That was very inspirational, Mrs. Zbornak. And now, if you excuse me, I must catch up with Tojo.
Tojo, who?
Tojo!
Where'd that come from? Oh, the mine, huh?
I can't wait to be your son.
Oh, you are delightful. Such a gem. Here, get yourself a girl tonight. We'll understand.
Please. We're trying to have a private moment.
Private, please.
What?
Elliot made it.
What? What did Elliot make? A ship in a bottle? What?
Elliot made a pass at me.
Elliot made a pass at you? You mean he winked at you? He winks at everyone. He's a...
Dorothy, do you want her to go?
Well, of course not. It's breaking my heart.
Well, then I, for one, I'm not going to let her go without a fight.
Well, me neither. Sophia's like a mother to us all. It just wouldn't be the same without her.
But if she wants to live with Gloria, she has every right to do it, and we have no right to make her feel guilty about it.
Jeremy.
Well, nice to meet you, Jeremy.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Won't
too.
you come in, sit down?
Thank you. Oh, you have a lovely home here.
Thank you. You seem like a very nice young man.
Oh, he is a very nice young man.
Becky, was she talking to you?
I'm sorry.
Hors d'oeuvres are now being
Oh,
served.
Jeremy, I want you to meet my mother's friends. This is Dorothy, Sophia.
Something between us. Would you consider having dinner with me tonight?
Jeepers, yes. Wow, wait till Blanche and Dorothy hear about
It'll
this.
have to be our secret for the time being. I'm in the middle of a messy divorce, and if the reporters get hold of
Oh,
it...
I understand. I read People magazine.
Well then, until tonight...
Well...
Well...
Yeah. I guess this is it.
Right.
Look, here's where you can reach me. Call me if you can work things out. I'll be there until showtime.
Fine. Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Could you leave by the back door? Oh, are we here?
Ladies, I'm sorry. When you told me you were serious, I took you literally. Just forget this stuff. Wear your sweats.
Oh, no, Yvonne, we want all that stuff.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Well, I don't. I'm going to stick with my sweatsuit and my PF Flyers. Everyone? I was supposed to speak at a funeral this afternoon, and now I can't, but I'd still like to give my speech.
It's on the cable installer.
So nice to meet you, Dorothy. It's funny, though.
What?
I've known Sophia for almost 25 years, and until now, I didn't even know she had a daughter.
I'm sure she must have mentioned me.
No.
As you've said the same thing to me just that way ever since I was in the 3rd grade. That's sweet.
It's not sweet. It's pathetic. 52 years and you never stopped off anywhere. Get a life. So did you teach anybody anything today?
Well, I tried, but it seems...
Where'd that come from? Oh, the mind, huh?
I can't wait to be your son.
Oh, you are delightful. Such a gem. Here, get yourself a girl tonight. We'll understand.
Please. We're trying to have a private moment.
Private, please.
Stuff, a captain of the cheerleading squad. When the day came, we had to perform in front of the entire school. And Charmaine was fantastic. She twirled those batons so fast she looked like a DC-3 coming in for a landing. Then it was my turn. So I did some cartwheels and only fell once. I did a handstand, pinching your bottom. You're a lucky girl, Dorothy. I hate you.
Oh, this is just crazy talk. I think we've only been seeing each other for 3 months. I've never even thought of what it would be like if I were Mrs. Kenneth Whittingham.
Broccoli or cream corn?
Rose, you're terribly upset. Corn, please.
I'm not upset. I couldn't care less.
I guess I owe you an explanation.
You owe me a lot more than that. Why didn't you ever come to visit me?
Rose, I stayed away because I...
And he's saying, yikes. Oh, here, honey, this is for you.
I'm afraid to open it. What if it's from Myra?
Oh, come on, Rose.
Well, what if it's got a deadly black spider in it that's gonna leap out and bite me the minute I open it?
Can lose their looks.
Not in Sicily. In Sicily, if you're born beautiful, you stay beautiful. The whole town sees to it. They check up on you, they encourage you, they never let you slip. That's why we were so happy when Dorothy was born.
Oh, Ma.
Who needed all those people bothering us all the time?
I mean, why starve myself to the point of thinness if I know that I could die tomorrow? I mean, why not eat the chocolate cake?
What chocolate cake?
The chocolate cake in the refrigerator.
You know, you have a point, Dorothy.
I don't want to believe it. It's a great story.
I've even told that. It's never stopped her before. You know, whatever sounds good, she tells it as fact.
You see why we never had to write?
Not all that much. I'm just gonna put it on and take it off. Then put it on and come home and take it off again.
Dorothy, great news. Gladys Goldfine called. She's taking me to see Tony Bennett.
Oh, Sophia, that's terrific.
Tell me about it. I won't have to spend that evening with Dorothy.
Get on the top.
Jealous of my sister, you idiot.
You're right. You know, this is what I miss. You calling me idiot. You slamming the door in my face when I come over.
I know what you mean. We weren't that happy when we were married. We weren't that happy when we were going to remarry. Seems our relationship worked. We only fly over empty fields in Kentucky where fat guys in overalls named Cooley have just run out of gas.
I think we ought to call the authorities.
Rose, there is no such thing as a UFO.
They were probably looking for someone to bring up to the ship.
Fine. Now you stay out here, flag them down.
Questions. Where does this go? What does this do? And he followed me to plumbing, where I bought a see-through shower curtain.
And where is he now? Tied to the roof rack of your car?
Hey, now, Angela, there's something I want to give you. Here.
That's a necklace Mama gave you.
I know. I want you to have it. It's my way of apologizing for the way I acted.
Oh, Sophia, this is the nicest thing anybody ever gave me.
Don't get all choked up.
Goodbye.
I just finished a sketch of Tuna's little pals, the Dinkelheimer twins.
This book is really coming along.
Yeah, and you can chalk it all up to synergism.
Yeah, synergism. What would we ever do without it?
I cannot wait to go back there and rub their noses in it.
Isn't it wonderful how you make lifelong bonds when you join a sorority?
No, I never belonged to a sorority. I was blackballed.
Oh, I think that is so cruel. The Alpha Yams didn't have blackballing. We believed that any girl who wanted to help her community and foster a...
Someone sitting here?
Cataracts or glaucoma?
I can see there's no one sitting here. I was just being polite.
If you say so. Me, I've got both cataracts and glaucoma. The glaucoma I handle with drops. For the cataracts, I had surgery.
Ma, that is not funny.
Are you kidding? It's a riot. I pulled once on Old Man Peterson after we saw Psycho at the home. They had said he would never walk again.
I have
Rose, what are you doing? You just bid against us.
Oh, I guess I got carried away with the cool part.
Rose, I could just smack you.
I have 85.
Give me that
I have 9. Going once, going twice. Unless you ladies would
Other
like...
things, too. We console each other, we help each other, we advise each other. And then we talk about sex again.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Not fair. Why should I be left out? If I don't do it, Dorothy won't do it.
So when do you want me there? Hi, girls.
Oh, Dorothy, don't you look nice?
Well, thank you, Rose. Mr. Gordon's coming over for lunch today. We're having it out on the lanai.
So that's why you're acting like it's a
Bear.
Yeah, the bear dream.
I hated that dream.
A bear is eating you. What's to love? You were so cute. You were always so polite when you woke me. Mommy, I'm having a bad dream.
It's better as a teaching priest at St. Helens instead of a parish priest here. Well, we're going to miss you around here.
Look, I know priests are men and they have urges. What is it, lust? It'll pass. I do without you. Get used to it. Get cable TV.
You always meet a lot of lecherous guys out for a good time who think they can impress you by throwing their money around.
Oh, damn, I wish I didn't have to go to work today. Well, Dorothy, you go. You can relax and take your mind off your job interview tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, all right.
Oh, good. I would lend you my pad. Looks delicious.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you eat that clam chowder, there's just one thing.
What?
It tastes better if your lips are warmed up first.
I'm beginning to see why this place is so romantic.
I can't believe I'm going to meet the President of the United States. Oh, if I say something stupid, I'll die.
Can we make a donation in lieu of flowers?
Dorothy, you're not still planning on saying all those things to the President, are you?
Oh, absolutely. When he comes through that door, I am ready for him. Read my lips.
Damn!
What?
My jewelry.
Oh, please, Blanche, enough with your jewelry.
No, I found it. What? It was in the freezer.
Oh, Blanche, that's wonderful.
It was there all the time, and you know, if you'd had your way, the robbers would have been beheaded.
Well, that doesn't matter. The point is they...
Wait.
I was talking to Ted. Let's go.
Look, Stan, I'm not a child. I'll go when I'm ready.
Good for you, Ted.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll call you later.
I can't believe what just happened.
I think...
Look, you've won. I'm begging you, take off the curse, will you? But my golf clubs are missing. My clocks are all wrong. I can't sleep. I can't eat.
You can't sit.
That too. Please take it off.
Move the tree.
It'll be out of here tomorrow.
You got a deal.
Well, it's about time. You and your date must have really hit it off.
Hey, Rose, what are you doing with Clayton?
We ran into each other in the park.
Well, what happened to Lois?
Oh, she went home. We weren't really suited, Blanche.
Not suited. Clayton, sometimes I do not understand you. Time after time, I fix you up with attractive, eligible women.
Fun in the buff at a mountain retreat. Hike, swim, and play volleyball while the sun beats down on your fanny. Call David Horowitz. I mean, how can they get away with this misrepresentation?
I don't understand how people can run around showing their naked bodies to total...
Dorothy looks very happy, doesn't she, Sophia?
Listen, you be a good boy. Don't chase. Always remember, cats are people, too. I'm gonna miss you, Jake.
The three of us thought it might be fun to go away for the weekend. So we went away to this cute little woodsy mountain retreat. Well, when we got there, were we in for a surprise?
Isn't this lodge great?
Oh, boy, it sure is. It's just so beautiful up here. The fresh air and the wide open spaces. You know, being in the mountains.
I see kids who can't even find India on a map.
Well, to be fair, Dorothy, that stumped Columbus, too.
And education is just part of the problem. I mean, there's age discrimination, women's rights.
Oh, Rose. Rose, honey. Now, why did...
Al? Al? Damn.
what does that do to the morale of our boys overseas?
Good news, girls. I've gained 4 pounds.
Why can't you people see that there's another point of view? Now get away from here. We've got work.
This with me?
You bet we are, honey.
This is what friendship is all about. Banding together when the going gets tough. Sacrificing sleep and personal comfort. Putting someone else's need ahead of your own. It's beautiful. Let me know how it turns out in the morning.
They're almost as far off on your age as you are. I wonder how this could have happened.
I know how it happened because I know who took that picture. Chugga Dietz, the obituary editor. I never dreamed when I dropped him he'd be so vindictive. 68! Can you believe that? 68!
Let's go, Rose. Everyone's waiting for you.
I don't think I can go through with this.
What's the matter, honey? You and Jonathan have a fight?
No, it's just that I think marrying Jonathan might be a mistake. He is a lot shorter than I am.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Me neither. How could you miss it? Everyone notices.
How come I get the chair with the wobbly wheels?
Oh, looks like you have a new roommate.
Hi, I'm Bonnie. Dorothy, glad to meet you. Now look, my test's finished. I am tired of being probed, poked, and prodded. More men have seen my behind in one day than in my entire life.
They'll be in too.
Girls, maybe we don't even need to worry about our bodies. At the counseling center, we teach people that changing their dispositions can sometimes be just as effective in making a good impression.
Oh, Rose, if you're thinking of one of those personality-enhancing exercises, you're forgetting we tried that already once, too.
And I'll never try.
Don't you remember?
What's so funny?
Oh, Marmaduke, look at how he drives that car. I love my comics. Every day, Marmaduke and Apartment 3G.
I haven't read Apartment 3G since 1961.
Oh, well, let me catch you up.
Oh, Rose, we've been waiting for you. Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. You're not going to believe it. I just met my father, my natural father.
He's alive?
He's in Miami?
He's an earthling? Wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it. At first, it didn't move so well. Linguine with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
Ma, you're making...
All right, honey. Now, come on and tell me why you need this favor.
No way. You'll only laugh
Now,
again.
stop it, Dorothy. I really do want to help you if I can.
Yeah, we're not monsters. We promise not to laugh.
Right?
Well, all right. I want you to go out with my blind date tonight because... Huh? She felt it was her personal responsibility to elect Adlai Stevenson president. Well, she didn't care for Eisenhower because, you know, he claimed to have liberated Italy, and she said Italy was liberated enough. Already too many people eating meat on Friday and wearing condoms on Saturday. Right after they get the approval number on your MasterCard.
Good night.
Oh, shut up.
I'm overcome. I'm about to cry. I can't believe it. I'm actually about to cry. It's...
Wow, misjudged that one.
Oh, look at her. I've never seen Dorothy look so happy.
The body cures itself. We doctors just help it along.
Actually, I'm starting to feel a little hot. What do you suppose could be causing that?
Have you checked your thermostat?
Why don't you check it for me?
Okay, where is it?
You spent 9 years in med school. Find it yourself.
can start the press conference now. Where is Rose?
Oh, she left to pick up her cadet troop.
That's adorable. She wants to share this moment with friends her own age. You must be very proud of your daughter.
My daughter?
Friends her own age. What?
Her dress really need ironing.
Hello, girls. Dorothy Rose, you all remember Laszlo?
Of course, Laszlo, the artist from your museum. Oh, we really enjoyed your lecture on modern sculpture.
I didn't think anyone would.
Dorothy, have you seen my teeth?
They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Stage of my life.
I used to think Stan would take care of me. I mean, we didn't have much saved, but he was a darn good novelty salesman. Sounds naive now to think that I placed my hopes for the future on a bald pinhead with the morals of a maggot who made his living selling plastic dog do.
Again.
I've got to get to the counseling center.
Oh, honey, come on. Take the day off. Call them.
But those people need me.
What good can you possibly be to them?
Well, I'll be there. I'll smile. I'll nod. Fortunately, a lot of them hear voices. I'll just tell them one of them is mine. Community, I'm proud to take cows for $300.
The answer is a young cow that has not yet born a calf. Rose.
What is a heifer?
You're right. Still your board. Select again.
Cows for $400.
Answer this time. Loretta Young played an innocent milkmaid in this Oscar-winning 1947 film.
There.
Why? What happened?
They fired me. And it's all her fault.
Fired you? How could they fire Mr. Terrific?
How? I'll tell you how. The newly hired...
Mother, when she was your age, she used to get so mad at me. And then as she got older, seems like we just fought all the time. Till finally one day we just stopped talking altogether. It wasn't until you were born that we tried to make up, but...
Dorothy, is this a good champagne?
Gee, it's hard to tell. The 2 for $7 sticker is covering the year of the feathers.
Well, I'm sorry, Dorothy, but the welcoming committee is on a budget. Now hurry up and finish arranging those flowers. Mr. Vaughn's gonna be arriving. I'm suddenly so hungry, I think I'll get something to eat.
Boy, that was a close call.
If I have to listen to one more story about the colorful people from St. Olaf, I think I'll explode.
Ernest T. Minky was St. Olaf's librarian.
Kaboom!
He was also our town's only dentist. He had his office right in the library. Advantage of your vulnerability.
Rose, you're a smart woman.
Oh, you are vulnerable.
Of course I am. I'm drawn to your beauty, your charm, your own unique brand of wisdom.
What about Caroline?
Oh, Caroline doesn't know everything. Oh, you should see the cardigan she got me for my birthday.
All right. Take 5. Even the seagulls stopped listening. The rain kept our fans away. Baloney. Every week we've been collecting what, $20, $30 for the clinic? The last couple of weeks we're lucky if we break 10. And you know why? We're losing our edge. The excitement is gone. We're not driven like we used to be.
Take it easy, ladies. Don't get your support hose in a knot.
That does it. The party is over. Everybody out. 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 Not you. Out. It's really been lovely. And if anything is missing, I will give your names to every narc in this city.
Oh, here, smell me.
I only do that with the milk, Blanche. You know the rules.
This is the last drop of that perfume Big Daddy gave me on my 21st birthday. I want to see if it still has its fragrance. After all, that was 20 years ago.
Blanche, if your 21st birthday was 20 years ago, you'd only be 41.
That's right.
Gee, you look terrible for your age.
Then you'll bring it up.
Time for my shake.
Honey, how you doing with this diet?
Oh, no problem. Piece of cake. Nice big piece of chocolate cake. Devil's food, smothered in whipped cream and coconut flake.
Anytime you want.
That'll help ease the lonely nights. Thank you very much.
Oh, I see you two are getting acquainted.
Yes, I'm just going to take my stuff to my room. It's that second on the left down the hall there.
Dorothy, the second on the left is mine. Blanche had promised it to me.
Well, Blanche promised it to me too, didn't you, Blanche?
Whoops.
Sophia, I really appreciate you coming down here today, but maybe I better give it just one more try with Abby.
Rose, you're wasting your time.
Wait, no, just let me try. And then if you sense that I'm starting to pull back, here, just squeeze my arm.
Gotcha.
No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat. How could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
Rose, spit it out.
But Dorothy...
Right now, Rose. This is Fred Flintstone.
Twyla.
How's he doing?
I'll be honest. Right now, Squeaky Frome has a better grasp on reality.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Rose. I can see your house from here.
Really? Where?
Rose!
For that jacket, and before you walk out of here with it, why, there's something that I want to say to you.
What?
The zipper sticks a little.
Pardon me, excuse me, sir. Would it be possible for me to try that jacket on just for a minute?
No time, ma'am. Michael has to get to the concert.
Look, this group of children laughing at her, and in the bubble coming out of her mouth, it says, "It's not funny. You try getting white bread and mayonnaise out of your braces." And then in the third panel...
Rose, how many panels are there?
16. And then in the next panel...
Could you just tell us the gist of it?
Dorothy, you know this is my funeral dress. I don't believe in wearing black, unless I'm a little bloated.
Did you happen to notice if my mother's all right?
Oh, she's fine right now. You know, last night she talked to me about the pain of losing a child. Much about both of you. I'm just so glad you finally got to Miami.
Well, when Mom told me she needed me to review the estate papers, I figured it was a perfect excuse to come for a visit.
It's just a will, Kirsten. I wouldn't call it estate papers.
And while we're down here, I'm going to go to astronaut camp.
Astronaut camp? There's a camp for astronauts? Is it one of our "where is this relationship going" talks?
Oh, and where is it going?
Where it usually goes, room 506 at the Quality Court. Oh, hate him. God, if only he didn't want to talk. Oh, by the way, right after I got in, you got...
Hey, come on! Don't rush me. It's gonna take as long as it's gonna take.
I don't believe this. There's a man in our bathroom.
Dorothy, relax. Let me handle this. Hello there. Excuse me, sir. Are you married?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm not.
Findings. There are new diseases arising all the time, things that we don't necessarily have tests for. But that doesn't mean the diseases don't exist.
See how terrific the Chinese are with the most terrific food. Tasty, but not fattening. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't get hungry an hour later.
Ma, let Dr. Chan...
You have to do this.
No, I can stop by myself. I can quit cold turkey.
Cold turkey? After 30 years, doing it alone without professional help could be dangerous.
But I won't be alone. I'll be with you. Oh, if you'll just see me through the night, I know I can lick this. Come on, what do you say, girls? Are you in this?
Yes.
I did that last part after everything quieted down. I thought it would kind of tie things together.
Wow. You have another thing coming.
Maybe some cookies and milk could change your mind.
Here. How about $50 and you tell the truth? What do you say?
Are you trying to bribe us, Blanche?
Oh, yeah? You catch on quick.
Make it 150 each.
threw a priest out the door.
Ma, you have relatives who threw priests out of windows.
That was business.
Dorothy, somebody left this package for you outside on the front porch.
Oh, what is it? A fish wrapped in newspaper.
Oh, my God. This is all because you're going through the change?
God, I hate that expression.
What is the big deal, Blanche? It's nothing. Look at it this way. You don't get cramps once a month. You don't go on eating binges once a month. You don't get crazy once a month.
You just grow a beard.
Oh, Lord. So long since I've been dipped. I can't even remember which end of a geflufen is up.
I'm glad. You know, we've been so worried about you.
Well, I guess you can cry just so long and eat just so much. Then you have to pull yourself together and get on with your life. Besides, there'll be other Richards. Of course, they won't be as charming or as handsome or as rich. I better stop. I'm starting to depress myself again. Sophia, look! My life thinks I'm a lesbian. Doesn't mean there aren't thousands and hundreds and millions of men out there who don't. That must be my milling man.
Zorro rides again.
Chuck.
Thumper.
Let me get this straight. Blanche couldn't get the hang of Dirty Dancing, but you could?
Dorothy, now do you see why I'm so embarrassed? Can you imagine a dance with movements just like making love and I can't do it?
Relax, Blanche. Maybe standing up is what's throwing you.
I spent all day getting ready. Oh, I could just scratch your eyes out. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, drop dead. What's wrong? Nothing. Well, don't wait up. Good night.
Blanche, Steve called and canceled your date, didn't he?
Yeah. Because I think you're making a very big mistake.
She seemed pretty upset.
We just fired her.
What do you think she meant when she said we were making a big mistake?
She meant...
Where have you been?
When no one was looking, I went by the no-show table and I got 4 name tags for us. Blanche, you'll be Susan Armstrong. And Dorothy, you'll be Cindy Lou Peoples. And Sophia, you're Myron Zucker.
Lead his people through whatever battles need to be fought. Dorothy, that young peasant girl was me. And that young man was Winston Churchill.
Morning to help with this fundraiser.
That's what being a Sunshine Cadet is all about.
I know, and I so admire your motto, spread it around.
That's sunshine, Blanche. Spread sunshine around.
Whatever. Daisy, Mrs. Nyland put some things out on her bed before she left.
They're talking about us, and it bothers me. I know it shouldn't, but it does. I mean, how big a man is shouldn't make or break a relationship.
Not a word, Blanche. Rose, you're involved in a
Like the night hostess at Denny's.
On the clock, and Davis is bringing the ball up. He's taking it slow to midcourt. He could be eating up the clock. No, he's making a move. He's driving the lane. It's up. It's good.
You feeling better, Magic?
Dorothy, I know this.
You got style, blue sky, sunshine, white sand by the miles, Miami. You got style.
Blanche, I have to talk to you.
Rose, why don't I get you something to drink? What would you like?
Ginger ale, if you have it.
All right. Oh, but first, I want to introduce you to two of my closest friends. Harv. Elise, it's my friend Rose. Take good care of him.
Hello. We were just having a little disagreement. Now, Harv, Moby Dick is about self-fulfilling prophecy.
If I...
Dorothy! Dorothy! I got a Charlie horse. I can't make it. Shake it off, him!
The other Pope! Oh, my life, I've been waiting for this.
Oh, okay, I won't disturb you.
Pussycat! Pussycat! I witnessed a miracle. The Pope came to the hospital and...
It's a boy. Dorothy, what are you doing up so early?
Never mind that. It has been over a week. Now, what is that mutt still doing here?
I know I promised to take him back to the pound yesterday, but he wasn't feeling well. Frankly, Dorothy, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry, it was a hangover. What? Bless Ida Perkins every time he sat down to eat a baked potato.
When did you leave the home, Mrs. Perkins?
Oh, maybe a year now. I don't really keep track.
So what made you decide to leave?
Decide? Some things in life you never get to decide. Some things just happen.
How he did it? I explained that to you when you were 12.
I can live with his apology. He's very sorry. He promised he'll never do it again. I don't want to end my marriage over this.
Well, I think you're making a big mistake, Kate.
Mom, Dennis is my husband, and if I can forgive him, then you should too.
Forgive him?
Then as he kneels there before you, little beads of perspiration breaking out on his forehead, his breath coming shorter and quicker, he ever so gently slips the supple leather on your quivering foot.
Miles. Oh, that'd be great. Dorothy's Bornak.
Fine. We'll call you, and you'll be seeing a counselor and then the doctor. Meanwhile, just take a seat, Ms.
Zbornak. I don't know.
Oh, honey, please. We're really sorry.
Well, I might forgive you, but I can't speak for Baby.
Is there something we can do to smooth things over?
Well, a kiss on the...
Yvonne, we are desperate women. You've got to help us.
I know just what you need. Aerobics. It's what I do.
But Yvonne, you're much younger than they are.
I know you'll love aerobics. It stretches every muscle in your body.
Honey, I've been...
Blanche, how did it go with the accountants?
Oh, just fine. Hey, while I was in the waiting room, I was reading a magazine that listed the 10 richest men in America. You know, Merv Griffin's moved up a couple of notches.
He probably ate the two guys ahead of him.
Anyway, I got good news from my accountant. I'm being audited Tuesday.
Oh, look.
This is why I didn't tell you about this in the first place. You are always criticizing me. You are always judging me. You are always telling me what to do.
Well, this time I'm going to do what feels right for me, and there's nothing you can say that'll make me feel guilty about it.
Boy, I wish I'd married Bing Crosby when I had the chance.
Honey, you don't do too well under pressure. No, Rose, remember the time in the coffee shop when you didn't have enough money, so you ran into the ladies' room and tried to climb out through the skylight?
That doesn't happen anymore since I switched to decaf.
Well, I would volunteer, but I'm afraid I'd be too conspicuous. You have to dress up to please him. Now, maybe I can help you come up with a costume. What's he like?
Well, he's serious and conservative and concerned about the world around him.
I know, a nursey. He'd like a nursey.
Good afternoon.
15 on the clock, and Davis is bringing the ball up. He's taking it slow to midcourt. He could be eating up the clock. No, he's making a move. He's driving the lane. It's up. It's good.
You feeling better, Magic?
Dorothy, Dorothy, I know this.
Elmer Fudd was chasing Bugs, and he stuck his gun down a hole in the ground that Bugs had painted.
Excuse me, Rose Blanche. Could I see the rule book? Thank you.
What say we call it a night? You're angry.
I am not.
Yes, you are. I can tell. When you're really angry, you purse your little lips so tight they almost disappear. See?
Have her lips come out yet?
Cuban. But hath not a Cuban eyes? Hath not a Cuban hands? Organs? Dimensions? Senses? Affections? Passions? Fed with the same food? Hurt with the same weapons?
Oh, all right. I admit I'm guilty. But what's the big deal? We all had a good time. All of you who had a good time, put your hands back up. Ed, you damn liar, put your hand down. So what harm did I?
Than she does about people.
Dorothy, you have a right to have your own friends, but sometimes it takes a good friend to point out your mistakes. And I think you're making one with Barbara.
How dare you make judgments like that? And how dare you tell me who my friend should be?
Look up, still in his arms.
Blanche, you and Nixon?
Nixon? Ugh, no. I can't even picture Nixon naked. I think he must look like one of those little dress-up dolls. Just little mounds of plastic to indicate where everything is. I know, because I've met him. You just thank your lucky stars Rose Nyland is not one of those women.
I never looked at it that way.
Besides, after you get to know Rose, why, you'll... Oh, why spoil the surprise?
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Good stuff, huh? It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epic of belief. It was the epic of incredulity. It was the season